Hello friends, this is the third lecture in the series of maths of physics, and today again there is going to be a revision of something which you have already learnt. There may be a little changes here and there, but there is no major change. It is the same trigonometry which you have studied in class 9 and 10th. So what are trigonometric ratios? Ratio, you understand, one number divided by other is ratio. Trigonometry means measurements taken on a triangle. Now, what kind of triangle you have been learning all these years? A special kind of triangle, the Poro triangle or the right angled triangle. But are the trigonometric things which we are learning, are they applicable to only right angled triangles? If this is the case, then we are confusing ourselves, because all the triangles in this world are not right angled triangles. There may be isosceles, scalene and equilateral and many more. Actually, whatever things we learn in trigonometry, we learn it through the right angle triangle, but we can apply it on any triangle, but we start learning this from the right angle triangle because it is simple to understand the things through right angle triangle. Okay? Now, the right angle triangle. This is a right angle triangle, A, B, C. If I mark this angle as theta, listen very carefully. If I mark this as angle theta, BC becomes the opposite side of given angle. AC becomes the adjacent side of given angle. Adjacent, baju wala. Opposite, samne wala. Okay. So if this angle is given, this is opposite side, this is adjacent side. And what is this? AB. AB is very well known. What is it? Hippopotamus or hypotenuse? Both are same. So jokes apart, what do we know about this? We know that there are some ratios which are always have fixed mathematics. For this case, sin theta. Sin theta is defined as opposite side over hypotenuse. Okay, cos theta is defined as adjacent side over hypotenuse, and tan theta is defined as opposite side over adjacent side. Few more things. Sec theta is defined as reciprocal of cos theta. Cosec theta given as reciprocal of sin theta. Cot theta given as reciprocal of tan theta. Okay. Whenever we put the trigonometry into use, there are lots and lots of uses of trigonometry. When we are using trigonometry, Basically, we are not using these three angles, sec theta, cosec theta, cot theta. That does not mean they are not at all useful. They are useful, but not the very general way. The most general use is for only these three, sin theta, cos theta and tan theta. So we focus on these three functions, trigonometric functions, not on these. Now from this triangle, sin theta is equals to opposite. Opposite of what? Opposite of what? Opposite of angle. So what is the opposite of angle? BC over hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is AD. Cos theta. Adjacent side over hypotenuse. Adjacent to what? Adjacent to what? Adjacent to angle. It's the angle. It's the adjacent side. So what is the adjacent side? It is AC over AD. Like this. Tan theta. Opposite to angle. BC. Adjacent to angle. AC. That's it. Now, there is always a confusion about angles, so I will be trying to remove that small confusion which sometimes get you stuck in a problem. You are not able to come out of that problem because of it still a very small geometrical jumble. Let's say go for another triangle. Right angle triangle XYZ. Now, if this angle is mentioned, we do this. But what if this angle is not given to you? Some other angle is given, say this one, alpha. Now, how you are going to write sin theta, cos theta, tan theta. The formulas of these functions will not change. Sin theta is still opposite side upon hypotenuse. Cos theta is still adjacent side over hypotenuse, and tan theta is still opposite side over adjacent side. It's not theta, it's alphas, no? So sin alpha, cos alpha, tan alpha. Now alpha angle, opposite side. This angle alpha. What is the side opposite to angle alpha? It is xy. Clear? Make this, if this is angle theta, the opposite side is this one, which is standing. But if this angle is given, the opposite side is this, which is the sleeping side. So what is the opposite side? It's xy. Hypotenuse remains the same. xz. Cos theta. Adjacent to what? Adjacent to what? Adjacent to the angle. What is the side adjacent to the angle? There are two. Hypotenuse and this. But we are not going to use hypotenuse. This one is the adjacent side. So for alpha, the adjacent side is yz. Hypotenuse is xz. Tan alpha, opposite side. Alpha, opposite of alpha, xy. Adjacent side of what? Of what? Adjacent side of angle. yz. So these are the basic trigonometric functions, and from these trigonometric functions we always calculate trigonometric functions like this. Now we move to the next small thing in trigonometric functions. Oh, I think you already know that table, so I will be drawing that table. These are the tables, some values of sin theta, cos theta and tan theta, which you are supposed to memorize because they will be required every now and then. Okay, sin 0 is 0, sin 30 is half, where sin 60 is root 3 by 2. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2, cos 45 is 1 by root 2, tan 45 is 1, and so on. You are required to memorize this table. You have already done it in class 10th, I know that. This is the question given to you. A triangle is given, triangle ABC. Measurement of AC is given, and you are supposed to find the length of AB and BC. This is given 4. This is AB, this is BC, this you have to find. Simple. Sin theta is equal to opposite side over hypotenuse. So opposite side is equals to sin theta into hypotenuse. Sin theta means what? It's 30. Okay. The value of sin 30 is what? Value of sin 30 is 1 by 2. Hypotenuse is what? It's 4. So opposite side equals to what? Half of 4, that is 2. Now, cos theta. This is 2. Whatever the units are, centimeter, meter, meter, whatever is unit of 4, same will be the unit of 2. Now finding cos theta, which is adjacent side over hypotenuse. Adjacent side, what is the adjacent side? This is theta, so adjacent side is AB. Adjacent side according to this formula will be what? It will be cos 30 into the hypotenuse. Value of cos 30, root 3 over 2. Hypotenuse is 4. Cancel this. What do you get? 2 root 3. Very simple way. This is how we can use the trigonometry to measure various heights and distances. All the best. This was the topic of trigonometric ratios, and these trigonometric ratios are somewhat interrelated. When you see these formulas, you will notice that they are interrelated, and which concept of mathematics gives their exact interrelation? That is Pythagoras theorem, and in the next video we will be learning a little more on Pythagoras theorem. Thank you.